Greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. It is Friday, May something, May 4th. Alright, we are once again. I'm going to do a slight disclosure information. No, I've been kind of beating that to death, but I'm going to do it again. I guess, yeah, might as well get all you can get, right? I had an interesting email about the fears of all this, so I think I went into some of it, but you know, I've been talking about this, what, 3 hours at least of video? I don't remember. I can't remember. I can't go into every single topic, but the idea is I still feel it's on its way. I'll give you also examples of where I've had feelings like this before. Of course, I've had more than just a feeling for this one. I like transform into a whole other person. So it's like if you watch anything in the past, it's like, oh, you guys, just wait 10, 20, forever, and it'll happen. You know, I was patient with it. I mean, I wasn't looking. I mean, that'd be great if it would happen as for disclosure. But I wasn't going to put all my, I wasn't, you know, I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon. I didn't think I was ever going to. And then last weekend happened and everything switched. And now here we are. Basically, I just got a message of it. I mean, just like something like what Noah would get to build an ark. Something like that. So if you want to trust that or not, go right ahead. I trust it because I know where it came from. But others might feel it's deceiving. Well, that's your boat. You want to drive on that one? Go for it. Some people are in Florida right now, scared of everything, scared North Korea's going to blow us to smithereens. Go for it. If you need to fear something, go for it. I'm not fearing this. I'm not fear of disclosure either. Now, it's not going to be your typical disclosure either at all. It is going to be, I don't think government is going to be involved, but not in the beginning of it. So I said this already, but I'm going to keep that. I'm going to hit that. I'm just going to keep doing it, saying it over and over again, until I get tired of it. It's going to be a. They're going to appear in the sky and do their thing. Now, people might think it is the government and be scared and do what they do best, and that's your business. As for panic, that's your business also. I mean, you know. Oh, that's right. You know, I try to put all this together before I come here, and then I forget certain topics. So I'm going to go by memory. A security team did a video about, I think it was back in 2017, about they're in the there was at the White House, the press conference stuff about the UFO thing. I believe what the Pentagon posted. I forgot what it was. Yeah, my hands not doing too good recently. Too much typing apparently. Anyway, about the Pentagon doing a lot of. They were doing a briefing in the White House, and the reporters there, and one of the reporters was kind of laughing about it. Before he got to do that, I guess his phone went off, which is kind of funny. And they're just, and even the girl that was taking the questions, I forgot, I don't know her name. And so it's like a big joke, you know, for them. Yeah, well, when it starts happening, see who's going to be laughing then. And most of those in the media are narcissists anyway. I mean, they're like just psychopaths. I think those in the media are worse than the criminals on your streets. You know, they're like white-collar criminals, basically, that are doing legalized criminal. And lawyers are the same. They do the same thing. Doctors, the same thing. So, yeah, sociopaths in your media, yeah, big surprise there. It's quite a bit of that, actually. So, you know, and they continue their darkness. The reptilian way, reptilian manipulation. You know, they incarnate in the reptilian world and do the reptilian way, become a sociopath. And of course, in any type of knowledge of any alien, oh, just laughing our asses off. It's like, yeah, that's a joke, and yet they're living it. It's funny. They're living the life of a reptilian manipulation, and they just laugh their asses off. So that's their business. That's fine. You have crime in the world. All this happening in this world. Why is this all happening? Yeah, it's because they're under freaking control. That's why. But if you want to ignore it, that's your business. That's okay. I think more open-mindedness would help. I've seen people say, "Oh, that would never happen." Yeah, spoken like a true slave. So, as for where we are heading, yeah, it's not going to be easy. Not at all. Now, I got a message about this, an email about this, saying, what about the people that are, I have to look at it again, I can't remember now. It had some good points. Of course, I don't remember right. Some people think when this happens that everything's just going to be perfect. I imagine there are some that are like that. For some can handle all this, and I believe it will work out. I don't know, who knows, but it's not going to answer our problems, far from it. And this individual is also scared of his for his children. Just to get all his money and go hide somewhere, which I understand. But remember also, your fears are usually, we create our own fears, our own worries. Remember, depends on the situation, but a lot of things you worry about never happen. So just kind of have to play this by ear. And the more you worry, the more you get nowhere with that. I mean, yeah, there's preparation. But a lot of people are fearing the government's going to take over us. They already have. But to enslave us and put us in death camps and stuff like that, we're kind of in that already in some regard. We have our own homes, we're in our own little prisons, aren't we? So it's kind of like that, but a lot different than what's been publicized. So, however you want to look at it. So, we're definitely being chemtrailed to death and chemical to death. It's just lovely. It's great. Autism's all time high. Yeah, it's just great. Yeah. What more do you need? Shit. So, yeah, there's panic, but not to panic. But you can do whatever you want. But I don't see any reason to panic. I mean, we don't know what we're getting into. I'll give you also this predictions about the past. I figured this is important. I don't know if I ever brought this up in the past. Probably. It was a while ago. But obviously, with this, I got like a Palladian, like, tell them this, and I wasn't really going to do that. It's like, I mean, it's up to me. I could say no to all of this. I could just say, I'm not going to tell people this. It's like, show me something, which they, well, they have in some ways. There is a sighting in Denver. There's a sighting in Mexico. And it just felt, if I don't say anything about this, I'm going to be kind of haunted by it too. It's always my choice. I could have just not mentioned any of this and just go about my day. But I think it would still bother me if I don't say anything. So, because I don't really get a whole lot of proof. I'm going out saying all this. It's like, I have no idea. It'd be nice if they delivered. Yeah. But I believe they are. I feel like we are on a disclosure timeline, which I did not see coming. So, I'll give you an example of this, the feeling I have for the Trump thing. I saw Trump, I said something about it. We had to wait months or a year, or I forgot how long it was, and then all of a sudden, here we are. So, this is the same thing. It's a lot more intense, actually. How it's going to play out, I have no idea. But I'll give you an example of the same kind of scenario I'm going through right now. Years ago, was it 2011 or something like that? I don't remember. Yeah, 2011, something like that. Doesn't matter. I'm at work. I'm talking to somebody at another company that we are connected to, and as far as like, I feel like I'm going to, because I'm doing writing and stuff on the side, trying to get somewhere in life and getting nowhere with it. And I feel, I think I'm gonna meet somebody in the film industry, and I'm going to be cruising into wherever. I just felt it. And that was the same year I had my psychic awakening that I can do all this stuff, whatever I'm doing. Not the alien stuff, but everything else around it. That was done at the same time. I didn't see that one coming at all. But it actually just happened before that. So I'm like, I feeling we're going to meet somebody in the film industry. Well, I think like a couple months went by. And I do like IT work, like computer stuff, like put on operating systems and stuff like that. And I knew somebody at work, his dad did a cable installation. And sometimes people ask me about computer problems or something. It's like, sure, just give me a call. So it was like a side thing. And so I went to a call. It was at an apartment. It was a half-blind guy. And asked him if he had a backup for your computer. It's like, I'm blind. Oh, he's had a stroke or something like that. It's like, screw you, basically. So it's like, okay, whatever. So what do you do for a living? What's your thing? Because I'm sitting there trying to fix this thing. It's like, yeah, it's not going to happen. He told me he was with the film industry. He was a producer. Well, I'm not sure if he was a producer. I forget. He wrote screenplays for no movies that were never made, but he got paid quite, every film quite a bit, not millions, but pretty good. He's also a GM for a TV, like your local TV network. So I was like, Eureka. It happened. So I didn't really get anywhere. Well, he taught me how to write scripts, how to do characters. It's a pain in the ass too, but and we were also going to make a movie, self-financed by somebody, and everything fell apart. And I had enough because I feel like I was being used half the time anyway. So I decided to couldn't take it anymore. It's like, jeez, I'm just errand boy in a lot of ways, but I did learn a lot from it. I'm glad I went to the other direction. It's not right. But it did happen. I did meet someone in the film industry. It didn't get me anywhere. Well, it did. I learned a lot from it. I learned about character development, stuff like that. So it didn't happen. So it's the same thing. So what I feel on this, once again, 2 months of something is going to occur. And also, alien visitation. I'm basically here to just put out the fires, if there are any fires, of worry. If anybody wants to believe me at all, that's up to you. Being in the spot is not easy. It sucks. If you really want to know, it's also it's a high, but also it's like a punch in the face. So it's good and it's bad and it's it sucks and it's great and it's when it happens, I'll be like, finally some delivery. Instead of talking all this nonsense and then we're just sit here wait for 20 years. So what I'm getting is I'm having more dreams too. After this, I've had more dreams than I've had. Like, I don't have dreams ever. I'm on dream highway now. I don't remember everything, but I am more aware of it than I have been in the past. I got attacked too recently, so that's okay. I guess I was looking into the Akashic records or something, trying to get more information. And I closed my eyes. I was like in the middle of the night. I woke up, I closed my eyes. I saw this like skull. I'll make it public. I don't care. And it was kind of like brownish. It wasn't very friendly. It's like, I don't know, just get out of our business or something like that. It's like, it was not friendly. And then I felt like a dark energy around that. It's like, great. It went away, but it wasn't like a major attack. It was like, man, I felt really uncomfortable after it. I don't know what the hell that was. So I got a message from somebody that was in a Akashic record. I guess I'm looking into stuff that I shouldn't be. So I'm trying to. So that's tough. I don't still know the whole story on that, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. Still here, still cranking away. But well, doing this whole disclosure thing, it's like, talking about this is great and everything, but are you guys going to deliver? That's the question. It's like. So, I believe so. It's just going to be a while. It does seem like there'll be I see like bursts of light in some areas. It seems like there's going to be also a build-up. I'm going to go into different scenarios until it happens. It'd be different. There'll be a build-up. You'll know something's on its way. Now, we just had a volcano thing. I completely forgot about that. Hawaii. I don't know, it just seems like it's all connected. And also the earthquake, which I also feel like there's something involved with that. Like, I felt it was more connected to the Black Projects. than an actual natural earthquake, but I could be wrong. First thing when I heard that is like, that's something else. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But it feels like it's all connected. Or the volcano, animals are acting a little strange. It was on Secure Team also, because I don't know how to look up anything. I just check his channel. I don't usually look at his stuff either, not very often, but that's correct. So there's that going on. Yeah, Denver UFO. If you look up Denver UFO, I put a post on my social network also. I post on Facebook and my social network. Look pretty real to me. Oh yeah, it's definitely real. It's not fake. It's not part of the government. The government can't do that. It's just a. I don't want to go into details. The government doesn't have that type of energy. It's too dark. I don't give them much credit for anything, for that matter. You know, if they have any technology, it's not positive. I don't believe it is. There might be some, but anyway. But as for there's going to be bursts of lights. There's going to be it's basically going to be like you're just going to know something's going on. Bursts of lights in the skies, like what the fuck is that? And then things will go quiet. It's going to be like slight build-ups, just strange anomalies. And it'll be nothing. And then they'll be here. Something like that is what I'm getting at the moment. So, as for the reptilians and their little business, it's hard to say. I know it's Reptilian Awareness Month, but I've barely gone into a whole lot of detail. I keep saying that over and over and over. Probably because they don't want me to go into their business. But basically, humanity is basically under reptilian mind control. There's Archon, part of the grid, the Matrix grid. There's Anunnaki. For example, the Bloods and the Crips. That's all reptilian. End Time Gang, reptilian. Not all of it, but mostly. And there's other stuff there. It's like try to connect to everything. Good luck on that. So more and more you step out of the Matrix, the more and more you see who's playing us basically. And of course they want to keep our blinders on as long as possible. So how long can that last? Well, for some it's going to last forever. Well, it depends. So how many now during this the disclosure situation, if I want to go into that. Now what is this going to bring? Is this going to it'll bring peace to some and most of humanity? I would believe like a war, but not a war that you would normally see. A war within. Some will find actually feel better. Others will be like having problems with it. So things aren't going to be perfect for sure. There's going to be problems, just the way it is. I imagine they connected to every single scenario possible, and they know exactly what they're getting into. Obviously, it's inevitable. It's just our world seems like it's so cramped down with manipulations. It's like our idea of evolving is like what, 10,000 years the way things are going. I mean, it's like they got the manipulators got their hands in everything so deeply. It's like to heal that is almost impossible, it seems, at this point. I mean, maybe it can be, but being positive and sending light to everyone, it works, but the rest of the world is saying, I don't want any of that. So, the world, I mean, most of the world should be more metaphysically aware of their own abilities. For really the ascension to really kick in, and that's not happening. So there are many awakened, but most of the population is asleep. So it feels like inevitable. The aliens will be here. Nothing's going to be perfect. It's going to be chaos. It's going to suck. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad. It's going to be good for those that those that don't panic and know what, light workers that just are prepared for this. It's like, all right, finally. Yeah, they'll be fine, but for the most part, they know it's not going to be perfect for them either. But for the most part, mission activated, ready to go. Everybody else, I'm not sure how that's going to go. So it's their own personal. I mean, what are you going to do for those that are going to be in panic mode are going to have health problems, probably, just like panicking. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, they have no choice. So, you don't have to go through that, but the more you put your blinders on, you know, it's time to wake up. I mean, even with them here, I'm not sure how many people are going to wake up. They're going to be, not spiritually, they're going to be so much in the third dimensional victim mode, it's not going to be good. It's just the way it is. So I say don't panic, and just don't worry. Just play it by ear. It will be fine. If you want it to be fine, it'll be fine. If you want to be panicking and crazy, there's a lot of paranoia here. You're going to think it's the government. You're going to think it's this and that. Yeah, the news people, I don't know, the narcissistic sociopaths in our news media, not sure how that's going to go. That's they're going to probably blind. They're going to probably turn away from it as much as possible. They won't be able to ignore it. I'm not sure how that's going to go. As for reptilians, most likely they won't make themselves known because they want to watch humans make a fool and destroy themselves. They want humans to implode, you know, with panic or whatever, you know. And it's like the idea here is to not panic, and they do come in peace. The aliens come in peace, and if you don't want to believe that, that's your business. The government's not that sophisticated. I don't think so. I think they're, you know, in my opinion, a bunch of losers. The reptilians that are manipulating us are just a bunch of cowards. So if they're so powerful, why don't they show themselves? Why don't they show themselves? Why not? You know, if these reptilians are causing us difficulties for our health and all this, why don't they show themselves? It's so wonderful. Yeah, they're cowards. They don't like hearing that either. Fuck them. You know, it's just, you know, if they're so wonderful, the most powerful species in the world, and we can't see them, they're not that powerful. I mean, yeah, they might be powerful, but they're kind of... And then they go after you in astral and do paralysis and all that nonsense. And it's just, they have coward written all over them. And they don't... Obviously, they don't... You know, they put the fear of God into you. You know, we want to know Reptilian Awareness Month. Yeah, they put the fear of, you know, just like the FBI would or the police would, you know, when they come in with the guns. How scary would they be without those guns? They'll still put them intimidation energy out there. That's what reptilians do the same thing. So, you know, when you calm all that shit down, it's like a pit bull trying to come and kick your ass. I must have had lifetimes where I'm calm around them for some reason. I don't intimidate them and just like, because they can pretty much kill you. It's kind of the same thing. It's just, I'm not sure how a pit bull would go. I think they'll just go. I don't know how that works. They don't show any fear, basically. Right? Same thing. So, I don't know. If I could make these beings known that are causing all the difficulties be seen, I would, but not working, apparently. So, it'd be nice, because I think they're so powerful. They're not that powerful. I mean, no. I mean, they got coward written all over them. I mean, they hate hearing that. I know they do. Pisses them off. I'm going to have an attack after this, but the cowards are going to make their move. It's like, I go to sleep and they go after you in astral. It's like, okay, yeah, keep proving yourselves. Yeah, show us your power. Yeah, that's your power. Jeez. So, and Archons is the same way. So, they might be almighty and whatever they are. It might be scary looking and all this nonsense. At the end of the day, there's nothing there. They're just there to intimidate you. And you just sit there and say, okay, you done with all this scary and frightening stuff you done? And they'll just shut up. It's like, you know, they're going to scare you as much as they can. If nothing's scary, just stand there and say, okay, that's great. That put a little bit of fear, you know, that made me feel uncomfortable. But screw you. It's like, and then most likely they'll just say, okay, well, that one didn't work, and move on. So, kind of give me an idea of how that works. So it's like a pit bull. You know what pit bulls are? They're not friendly, obviously. And they're going after kids. And what's up with that crap? So it's very similar. Like a pit bull, I'm not sure. They see things in there that I don't know what they're doing. They're kind of psychotic. It's what we're doing to them, and that whatever else is doing to them. Who knows? But either way, that's pretty much how you react to these type of things. Based on my experience. So I always want to put that out there to know what you're dealing with here. Not to say they're ever going to show. Who knows? Like I said, I believe Palladiums will show somehow, somewhere, I'm looking forward to it. And as for reptilians, them showing themselves, well, I'm getting, at least at the moment, it's unlikely because they're having too much fun watching everybody act all crazy. So I don't know how it's going to go. If the media is going to just deny all this, but then when the government gets involved, they can't deny it anymore. I did also see like a future headline of aliens do exist. I was looking on the phone, so I just saw just like a future download. So that's good. So that's another one. So especially I've been dreaming, and other people are probably going through weirdness recently too. So it's definitely part of the event. I think this is the real event. The other event was like a warm up, basically. So we don't really have a date or time or anything like that. Basically, it's just go with the flow. Don't worry about it. People want to get all crazy, get all crazy. You want to be scared, go be scared. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just we don't know what's going to occur. The government will get involved. From what it seems, but I believe it'll be peaceful for the most part. I don't think it's going to, at least at this moment. I don't know. You know, because they can't deny it anymore. So now, as a shadow government, I believe it's going through a healing. It's going through a house cleaning at this time. So not entirely, but this has been a build-up for a while. They're not giving me all the details here. Also, I have notes here, and I don't think I really need them so much. I did on the channeling text. I'm still working on those. They'll come out eventually. Now, the origins of humanity. I did do a channel text on that. I don't know the whole deal about where humans come from. I saw, what was her name? There was a video of her. It was really quite fascinating. Linda Moulton Howe talked about some kind of species. I forgot the name of it, and I'm going to bring it up. I'll post it somewhere. I didn't agree with the species that she was talking about that created humans. When I connect to the origins of Earth or humanity, I connect to the Syrians, which is interesting. So either through felines or whatever it might be, I see Sirius all over it. So other than that, they don't give me a whole lot of details. I'll give a whole lot of details about a whole lot for many reasons. I don't know what the deal is, but also the Galactic Federation of Light. Now this might change, or what I feel is that either their origins were created in Orion, or just their bases in Orion. They have councils everywhere, you know, just like the IRS, something like that. They have, councils all over the place, but I think the main ones are Orion. Now, I could be wrong about that, but at least at the moment when I was connecting to it earlier today or yesterday, I forgot what it was, felt that was right. It was Orion, yeah. Oh, that's right. Another thing that came through, it did not come through the Akashic record angel that came through. Now, they connected me before that. And what I got was, I'll try to go into a little bit more detail tomorrow. Energy is not so hot at this moment. But what I got as for us being infiltrated here, meaning, what was it? Yeah, recently. They didn't give me a date of it. But basically, we're Ashtar Command Shield to protect us. I don't have a date of when that occurred. But it was the Galactic Federation of Light also got hit at the same time. So when yeah, they got hit with manipulations. Ashar Command got hit with manipulations. And then we get all these entities here that... Now this is what the grid around the Earth, and then it got infiltrated. And like the oil crisis, it might have been before that. Maybe it was during the oil crisis. I'm not sure, but it was during the oil crisis where things just got... We got off tilt in some regard, so... maybe that was it. Maybe it was much sooner than that, earlier. You know, longer, whatever. Brain's not working today, but anyway. Maybe it was a lot longer ago than that, but I'm not sure when. Either way, when Ashar Command failed to protect us, yeah, the Galactic Federation of Light also did. So it was a massive attack. So it's like, how can you win this? You can't. So, yeah, so I'll try to see if I can get into more details of that. Also, the Federation of Light, I do see... I'll try to go into more details of this in the future. I do see like a round table with all these different beings around. And I've seen that before. I just never mentioned it with an Andromedan Council. I saw something similar to that. Now it can be a globe. They're standing around a globe. Of course, for us, it's like a holographic type of globe. They can all see each other through it. Something like that. Maybe I'm humanizing it. Whatever. But I want to give you a little bit more. There's different species of the Galactic Federation of Light. You can see have every different species involved with it. Species we've never heard of. It's like, do you need to know about all those? Good luck. I imagine there'll be people channeling all that. Go for it. That's too much. But it's funny, I don't see the carrion race involved with it. I mean, I think they show up and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll listen to them. That's about it. I'm not going to talk about anything. Because, that's the bird species. I still think they stay out of all this. I just want to see how things play out. So, they can watch their ass, but nobody else can watch their own. So, I think they also help the Archons fighting them off. It's just a whole... It's like Star Wars on crack, basically. It's probably a lot more intense. Yeah, it is a lot more intense. I don't connect to it that much. I'm trying to get through my own life, and so I don't have time to get down with it. They don't tell me a lot either, so I'm trying to get more details as we go forward into our unveiling of who's here. So, or what's going on, where all this entails. Obviously, they're not going to tell me how this is all going to play out exactly. I don't even know if they know, but, well, they probably know more than, yeah, they know. They have a better idea than I ever will. But a lot of these galactic councils are connecting to each other to, that's another thing I'll put out there. Not all these aliens are involved with this. It's only a small group. That's the other thing. It's like, I want to say it's almost like a secret. In some regard. It's not something that they go around telling everybody. So, I mean, they obviously know something's up. I mean, with me talking about this, obviously the cat's already been out the bag before that. So, yeah, it's not like I'm revealing anything. It's been revealed. Disclosures a little bit here and there, way before I started mentioning it. So, yeah, it's just a different. I didn't feel like not all species are agreeing with it. Some don't want to get involved with it. They don't want the woods there. They don't want to get blown away or whatever it might be. It's stuff like that. I believe the Arcturians are involved with it in a positive way. But I believe they're cool with it. But all the other species, like, man, we gotta stay out of that or whatever it is, or they don't know anything about it, or stay out of it altogether. They stay out of it where they don't know anything. I don't know. But it feels like it's just a small group in the long run. The idea of salt, I don't know what that means as for small, but yeah, that can mean still a big number, so they're not going to tell me that. All I get is just don't panic, go with the flow, enjoy it, have a margarita. They'll appear when they appear, and life will go on. It's going to be really weird when that happens. It's going to be a strange world. It's just going to be, everything's just going to be panic in the streets. People are just going to be screaming at it. I think it's just, once the heart attacks end, yeah, some people probably will cross over too, because just have panic attacks. It's possible. It's just, They're not trying to cause any of that. That's why you see these energies of light going out, just to send you positive energies. Doesn't mean it's going to be everywhere, but they're here to assist in their unveiling. So, but obviously they've been pointing this out through different scenarios for some time now, most likely. I would assume on their world and on this one. So they are definitely connected to the Galactic Federation of Light. Also, a fraction of it, not the entire part of it, because it was done in secret from what I see. So it is Ashtar Command. I believe it's involved with this. If you're afraid of Ashtar Command, that's your business. That's okay. If you want to be afraid, go for it. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you feel like the government's involved with, yeah, it's up to you. Everybody makes their own personal choice. You want to be afraid, you want to think it's the government coming to get you, then go for it. You know, there's so much paranoia. It's almost like a disease, but it's part of the lessons. So there's a story of somebody that was listening to Alex Jones and scared the government's going to come and get him. Went and moved out to like the Old West and got a bunker and got storeable food and waited for the end of the world. It never happened. And so it's like, this is stupid. So yeah, the Alex Jones effect. So, and yeah, so just gives you a little bit more understanding. It's like, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Of course, some might just take the opposite of what I'm saying, just have all panic. I don't know, when it happens, when they show up, that'd be nice to show that they're actually. Now, I've been wrong before. They say they're going to do stuff, and I was like, are they really going to do that? And they do small things, so their predictions have been right. What a few I've heard, so I've got confirmation on some of them. So I believe this is going to happen. I just don't have a time and date of it, which is for the better. So I want to at least put that out there. I'll probably mention all this again in some different form over time. I know I've been kind of beating this to death, but maybe not. Because I think there is some kind of new information here and there. So, yeah, the Reptilian agenda, I don't see them doing anything. I see them kind of getting a good laugh out of the whole thing. But eventually they're going to, I would put positive reptilians will show eventually. That's going to be way down the line. So, it'd just be us and the Nordics, and then other beings will eventually touch down when the time is right. So, I feel like they're going to go through an education of who they are. And they're not here to save us. They're here to assist us. And I'm not sure if light workers are going to be brought into this, probably. That's my feeling on it, but I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. Just go with the flow right now. So, they might just appear around you. I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah, just, oh, hello there. I'm in your house now. It's like, I don't know how that's going to work. So we'll just have to see what happens, or take volunteers. I don't know how it's going to move. So, yeah, something along those lines. Either way, it's for those that are aware of what's going on. On a spiritual note, you will be fine. You will know if it's fine or not fine. Everybody else will be having a panic attack, and that's just their business. So it's all right. We're here to calm the waters, calm all that down. But some need to get it out of their system when the time's right. So it's not going to be a fake alien invasion. It's not going to be an attack on us. It's anything. It's nothing like that. Never. I don't think that's. I believe they've been attempting that, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, if somebody wants to follow that, go for it. But yeah, they're going to take these beings and they're going to spin it around. Oh, they're the devil, the Antichrist, so I'm definitely expecting that. So it's up to them. So let's see. All right, enough of that. Give myself a little bit of a break. Kind of a short one. SimonTower.com. Private sessions open this weekend. Parts of it, we have Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. Also have the shop here. I'm on Thursday right now still. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Tomorrow I'll be able to catch up. I'm not sure I'll be able to catch up this Saturday. Those are submitted on Saturday, but I'll be able to catch up in some shape or form. Going as quickly as humanly possible. I also have Spirit Social is another place where you can submit questions. And also have other healers and light workers who I much recommend. We also have Patreon. We have the Rabbit here. And also you can join the webinar or get an inside video, which I forgot to post. I just thought of that. Jeez, I'll have to do that tomorrow. Also have the social network here. And see if anything is going to show up. Oh, cool. Let's see that. The Mark Richards. Yeah, I heard about that one. Is that the one? Yeah. Oh yeah, those are neat. I like those. Oh yeah, this is the one for Denver, and this is the one Fox News talking about the whole Denver deal. Oh no, not Denver. This is the Pentagon thing. This is the mainstream news talking about aliens, basically, which I think I heard about, but I didn't get into it. Also have the Rabbit here. Yeah, he's undercover. Let him explain himself. Yeah, he'll explain himself too. There's a lot more going on with him than just what you see there. So yeah, I think if you're, that's not good. Oh come on! Here's my USB. That sucks. Wow, big surprise there. Great. Let's see. Okay, audio is still working, but video is not. Great. Okay, I'm gonna try and add a new video. Great. Oh, it's still frozen. Great. It's the program. Yeah, maybe it's the webcam that just fried out. It's pretty hot. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it looks a lot different, doesn't it? No. Oh well. I'll have to adjust everything. Well, at least it's working. Oh, that's no manipulation there, not at all. They're here. I don't know if I can fix anything. I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright. I'll look at it later. Jeez. Okay, anything, oh yeah, that's right, that singer that crossed over, I cannot pronounce that. Avicii, Avicii, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, he went before his time. He's stuck in lower astral from what I see. Oh yeah, if you knew what he didn't know what he looks like. Right with you. And I don't know who this is. I never heard of him. This is all. Let's see here. Where can I go? Put him in with Disney. So this is the guy's singer from somewhere in Europe. So yeah, he's yeah, I feel he's in lower astral at this time. I guess it's a drug overdose. Yeah, he went before his time, and he's really sorry for what he did. He's going through a lot of healing emotions at this time. I think he had a girlfriend. I'm not sure. But anyway, female love he really misses right now, but it really feels like he screwed up. So that's his business. So I don't know what. I don't know, just forgive him and help him into higher realms. But it looks like he's going to be there for a while, from what it looks like. So yeah, just he's not doing so well. For yeah, makes sense. So I just send him. That's all I got from him. I don't think he wanted to go that soon. I don't think he was planning on. It's just a mistake. It feels like a, yeah, he went before his time. That's all. Yeah. So, okay, he did have a, I don't know anything about this guy. Anyways, doesn't matter. Okay, anything else? I don't know if I have anything else to add, actually. My video's all messed up now, but that's okay. It looks nice and retro. Let me see if there's anything else that's far down. Alright, we'll see if anybody else has any messages. Yeah, it's been kind of a long week. I should be able to get my energy back, so I'm doing this early. So I can rest and catch up on questions and catch up on other stuff. Let's see here. Everything's going to happen one step at a time, obviously, through the resources. The aliens are going to connect to the resources of the Earth, basically the water, wind, and air. They use all these energies for their ships. They combine them all in for antimatter or something like that, a type of force field energies. So yeah, they're well protected. Yeah, I would come here pretty well protected if I were you. But they should be fine. I do feel like a force field energy around them. Gee, I wonder why. They're going to be here as teachers, so which makes sense. And white workers will eventually be joining that too. They'll be learning more of their abilities, so teaching you how to use your own abilities, which makes sense. So it's just going to be like a brotherly family environment as the rest of the world goes insane. So that's their deal. They're going to be yeah, just take it day by day. They already have kind of like, they're already connecting to us in astral on how this is going to play out. So obviously it's not going to be, remember, some might get glimpses of it. Some might even know when they're going to visit. It's a possibility of that. Of like the actual date. It's a possibility. You might get several dates, but somebody, it feels like somebody's going to hit right on the day. I don't think I'm going to be one of those people. I'm not here for that. I don't need to be that person. I'm just a person to say there's nothing to worry. I have my retro video here saying that. I don't know if I can fix it while I'm here. I don't know if I'm not sure what is froze again. Ah! Oh! I think it's just a program too. It's probably somebody messing around. Gee, I wonder who that might be. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we're going to go in some strange times. And, I mean, realize, for the most part, we're going to be protected through all this. It's just the mind gets all crazy, and that's where it's going to get all hysterical, and I'm not sure how they're going to work with that. I'm here to basically let you know, here they come. That is what I'm here to do. Take it or leave it, whatever, that's your business. There's nothing to worry about. I never thought I'd be in this position, or channeling for that matter, and then doing now this. So some still have difficulties taking all this in, and especially those in the spiritual communities, those that have a big following, depending on who it is. Some are very legit, others are, you kind of wonder. That's their business, trying to count the dollars on stuff like that. That's not what this is all about. It's about awakening humanity to take it to the next level. And eventually, oh yeah, I did see in the future, way in the future. Now some are talking about the economy crashing. I did see that, but that's way in the future. And that's at a level where it's inevitable. Is it going to be in this lifetime? It's hard to say. But most will be fine. There'll be others that just going to be in a chaos. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know. But it feels like I did see the economy crash. But this is like way in the future. this is like, yeah, it's basically like, guys, we don't need it anymore. So, and somehow people that won't get affected by it as much as you might think. So, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Of course, I believe it'll be fine. I know that's a major deal, but the world's going to be very different. Once they get here, everything's going to change. So all timelines are going to shift, and we're just going to have this weird. I mean, I've shifted. I mean, I'm a weird. I mean, what the? I wasn't talking about this last week. I might totally turn another person. Hell, my even videos are even weird now. So probably when I turn this off, it'll probably be fine, maybe. But anyway. All right, I'm gonna let it go. It's been a long week. I'm gonna get my energy back and have more to offer, go into more, maybe channeling somebody, we'll see. I've pretty much already been doing that, but it's more conscious. I don't think they're going to say anything differently. They are holding a lot back for a good reason. So, yeah, gee, I wonder why. So, yeah, they're just, anything else before we leave? Yeah, they're just teachers. They're here to teach us to get our act together. They're here to help those that want to be helped. Those that don't want to be helped and do their thing, they want to hate or whatever it is, you know, they'll deal with that in their own way. Not in a negative way, but it's they'll just, I guess, keep away from that type of stuff. But for those that know what's going on, know exactly who they're dealing with, should be fine. So for others, well, they'll get the idea eventually. Yeah, more is, yeah, once again, there'll be one set come in, others are going to follow. When the felines show up, that should be interesting. The grays, that'll be another one. That'll be neat. Go one at a time. It'll be mostly humanoid beings here. Maybe the Essassani might show up. They're kind of weird looking, so it'll be probably Palladians and Yael. Those are connected to the Andromedans, possibly. Most likely they'll show up somehow. So somewhere, but I feel Palladian is number one here. So, all right, blessings everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for part of all this insanity. More to continue. I'm not sure how the video's going to look tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. Okay, take care. Have a great night.